And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
It's the Bonfire, Faction Talk Sirius XM 103. Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder.
Hello.
Kicking it with the crew.
On Twitter this morning, I wake up and I'm taking a dump, and then you see Offset got shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like for bullshit. Black Loot, stop. Are you... Black Loot's filling out an application to be a door guy at the cellar. Black Loot, stop it.
I mean, it. You were telling me what happened. You read the story.
From what I understood, from what I saw a World Star Hip Hop video.
Yeah.
Ultimately bad, and it seems
it
like...
was, my bad, it was Takeoff. I'm an idiot.
Takeoff. And what I'm reading in the sidebar, they have like text or something, and it's someone describing, I believe, that like, I think someone just shot off like a gun. I don't think it was like a fight where he got shot. I think it was 1 second he was alive, the next second he just didn't even know what was happening and was just gone.
Yeah.
I think he just got nailed by a stray bullet, but I could be wrong about that. It could have been calculated.
I mean, yeah, if it's a guy just like shooting a gun off and you kill a very famous rapper,
28.
Takeoff. Yeah, 28 years old. Damn, dude. I mean, if you're the Migos, you can't like try to do a 2/3 thing. It's like kind of like
yeah, you can.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they can. I don't know how. Listen,
you think they continue on? I mean, like TLC after they lost Left Eye,
huge part of the group, the face of the group. No.
You sure?
No, it's the Cardi B's husband and the other two guys kind of are the
Quavo and Offset
ones everyone's kind of always talking about.
Wait, no.
Listen,
I'm so white. This
I
is
didn't
the whitest and
I didn't
oldest
know
I've ever
Takeoff's
felt in my
name
life.
until today. Now personally know him more than the other two and feel fucking terrible for what happened though, if that's real. Yeah, that's Quavo there, who showed up to be over Takeoff. Why'd you laugh, Lou? Did I say it weird? Quavo.
Quavo.
Damn. Even I know that, and I'm an idiot. I've gotten everything wrong.
By
the way,
I know that I know songs.
I've been talking about football. I said like maybe 3 things about football in the last week, and I've gotten 2/3 of them wrong. And people are just tweeting at me being like, dude, Christian McCaffrey is like one of many to throw, catch, and run one in. Like, LaDainian Tomlinson was the last one to do it. And then before that, I was like, Ron Dane did 1, 2 Heisman's. Like, no, last person that did that was Archie Griffin. I was like, son of a fucking bitch.
He was in my school district, Ron Dane.
Yeah, dude, that was me. That's me. So even then, when I just said that it was when it was Takeoff, and I was like, "Oh, Offset got killed," I'm like, "I fucking miss it, dude.
Oh no,
I keep fucking missing."
It says there was a.
So it was a dispute.
An altercation broke out. And that's when someone opened fire, shooting Takeoff. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he was involved in the dispute or if like shots were fired in a dispute. And hit him. Is that what it is?
I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, like a fight happened and he
Man,
just
can you imagine getting mad at a guy and then being like,
shrapnel, basically.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to kill that guy. And you just shoot. And then you're like, hey, you killed one of the Migos. You go, excuse me? I was shooting at him. That fucking.
What a bummer. That sucks too, man. It's just like, ooh. But I do believe they can't move on without him. Unless I'm crazy wrong, he's a huge part. But I always thought he was like the other guy. Do you know what I mean?
No,
TLC could have moved on for sure, and I'm sorry to say this, without Chili. Do you know what I'm saying? I know all 3 of them are TLC. Black Lou, back me up on this.
What's up?
TLC. I hate doing this, but we could do this with 1,000 bands. Order of importance, who dies, does the band move on?
Okay,
and I'm saying Chili dies, TLC definitely moves on.
So Lennon dying ruins the Beatles.
Lennon dying ruins the Beatles.
Mick or Keith dying kills the Beatles. I mean the Stones. Mick dying for sure, 100%. Keith dying.
But it's hard to do with bands as much. You almost have to do with like singing groups, like Boys to Men and shit like that.
So
Boys to Men, that one guy didn't die and they just moved on. The deep voice guy.
I don't know about the Chili thing because she is the prettiest and she has the best voice, right? T-Boz can't really sing. Left Eye was the rapper. So without her...
It's popularity, though, is what matters. It doesn't matter about their quality of their voices at that point. If you go, she was the prettiest, arguably. You know what I mean? Like, T-Boz got pretty hot and crazy sexy.
Okay,
cool.
then do En Vogue next, Mr. Know-It-All.
Okay, bring up En Vogue. I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you the 2 who can't go. The 2 who can't go is the Bug Eyes one and the one that was in Juice. Those are the 2 people from En Vogue who can't die. The other ones die. In fact, some of these bands might tour now just being the two people I'm naming that would be the most important.
Yeah.
Now, I don't get a thing. It's like Skid Row's on tour with some guy. That makes no sense. It's got to be Sebastian Bach, even though I hate him.
He is your
levels of importance.
Nemesis.
All right, to me, okay, I was wrong. I did think of it wrong. Damn, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. The girl on the right, all the way on the right, all sass, don't know her name. And then to me, the important, this is personal to me, all the way on the left, the girl that was in Juice. I just thought she was fucking beautiful. And then Bug Eyes, and then Squunch Face.
I got one for you.
Yeah,
I got a brain teaser for you.
New edition.
Can NSYNC survive without Justin Timberlake?
No.
So that shuts it down. Now, can NSYNC survive without JC Chasez?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly the thing.
Fatone? Yes.
Can they survive without Fatone?
So you're saying
they could?
Is Timberlake the only one they lose? It has to be Timberlake.
Yes, because he really broke out star. It's almost a hard one in sync. A better one is almost
Backstreet Boys,
New Kids on the Block, or Backstreet Boys, because they were all kind of equal parts in all the songs.
Yeah,
they can definitely move on, and probably should without the 60-year-old in their group, the tall one, Backstreet Boys, Kevin.
He's out.
That guy goes. That band moves on for sure. He might die of natural causes while they're still on tour.
But they need the boring blonde Brian
Ratface.
Yeah.
Rat Wahlberg. That guy for sure needs to be there.
He needs to be there.
But the reality is the person you cannot lose at all in that, even though his voice sucks.
AJ.
And he's balding now and looks weird and dumb. AJ.
Dude, AJ, get a space toupee.
Oh, and Nick Carter you need because his name got famous.
Notoriety.
Yeah. So you can lose, in order of importance, who has to be there? AJ,
Carter,
Nick Carter, Ratface. Anybody else could go, and they'll figure it out.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's an easy one.
You've got some 40-year-old women punching steering wheels right now.
New edition.
God, you fucking don't take him out of there.
Now
you fucking leave Kevin in there.
Problem with like a new
piece
edition.
of shit.
A new edition. Ralph Tresvant's gone. It's not now. You're just Belle Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown hanging out.
Which is still pretty sick.
It's good, but it's two bands at that point. Ralph Tresvant's that baby voice was the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That beautiful. If it isn't love voice. Damn, he rules. Yeah, you know what's up. You know you want to put on If It Isn't Love so bad.
Okay.
So bad you want to put it on. But that's the guy that couldn't go there. Pointer Sisters, I couldn't tell you. I don't know which one's which. They all sound like aggressive men. He was possibly shot by one of his own friends. Takeoff.
Oh, man.
As an incident escalated with Quavo.
Nailed it.
Right at the set. I had to think about it, though.
I know.
I was going to look over you and say it cocky, and then as it was coming out of my mouth, I go, am I doing the right one right now?
Don't look at me. Don't you look at me. I am Mr. Mistakes this week.
As an incident escalated with Quavo, right at the center of it. Oh, so, damn, that's going to be a hard guilt.
Oh,
if he's the one that got into the altercation.
Oh, man.
And he's not hurt at all, and his buddy got killed. Takeoff was believed to be the most relaxed in the crowd. What he goes, these motherfuckers fighting again. I'm just going to post up right over here.
But that is kind of, he preaches a lot of peace, and he's the quiet guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
One of Quavo's friends was the first one who started shooting, and the first bullet hit Takeoff, dropping him instantly on the floor. More shots were fired right after that, but witnesses at the scene believe Takeoff was killed by the first shot from one of his own crew members. Damn. Dumb.
Hey, we got the tape back. You killed him. And you're like, fuck.
But in a fight that the other guy was in, it's getting in the shit over dice? Come on.
Yeah, man, that's sad.
It's also, again, the problem of not understanding, like, you really can't do, they want to say it's like so-and-so keeps it real. But, like, Method Man really couldn't go get into a rap cipher in the middle of, like, a Staten Island projects right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everyone's going to come and say they love him. Someone's going to come up and be like, fuck that dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I'll be the guy who shot in the neighborhood. I'll be the guy who killed Method Man.
Exactly.
That could just happen.
Yeah.
Or just start shit and be like, you think you're better than us, mother? We don't need to see your shit around here. You know what I mean?
It's like the people you encounter that just want an interaction versus want to praise.
Right.
Or like, you know, some people will be like, well, if I come at you sideways, at least you're going to acknowledge me.
Yeah. As I'm saying, like, and it could, by the way, most of that day will be kids running up to him and being excited and adults coming down to give him respect, but it just takes one asshole who's got a chip on his shoulder to make a problem. It's like you really just can't hang out at a dice game in a bowling alley anymore.
You can't
those
just
days are kind of over.
What happened to those dice games in Houston bowling alleys?
Migos, which, by the way, is a weird name for a band. Isn't that what we get at the place?
We got Migas.
Yeah.
Amigos is
That's the male of those.
Exactly. It means it has more chorizo than normal.
Yeah, chorizo.
I didn't get to
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
I'm trying to think of any other 3-person bands.
Oh, I don't think we're done with
Commodores, by the way. Yeah, call in. That's a good call topic. Commodores, Lionel Richie left. I would have said Lionel Richie left. That was the thing. Banged out another big hit.
Yeah.
Without him.
I bet, yeah. So, again, the phone number 866-969-1969. Before we get too far down this rabbit hole, because this is something that we can go.
Sure.
I didn't get to talk about it yesterday. But
I
wanted to say, big news in my life.
In Danland?
Katie and I got engaged.
Hey.
Dropped.
Buddy.
I was very nervous. I mean, I wasn't really nervous to ask her. I was just nervous to do it. I didn't want to fuck up because we went away to upstate and we were like by a creek, and I was like, man, there's so many elements right now. I could fumble the ring, but she said yes, and it's funny because it was like at a creek.
That'd be funny if you're building up to tell her she said no.
And she shut me down.
She was like, let me think on it.
She took the ring and went ew and threw it in the river. No, man, I completely surprised her. So that was the best part. I think some proposals, people like kind of set it up and like the girl tells the guy what to do. She didn't even know this thing was fucking coming.
Hell yeah. So you did all the stuff, right? You asked the family.
Yeah. I like back in June before I went to London, I was in Boston dropping the dog off and her parents were in the kitchen and I was like, hey, I just want to run this by you guys because this is the only time I'm going to be by you like alone. Is it cool if I ask Katie to marry me? And they were like, fuck yeah. They were like very supportive.
Yeah, you cocksucker.
Yeah, you fucking come into the family.
What's
Get
so
over here, you big-headed fucking weirdo. But it was great, man. And then I called her brother before the Wednesday bonfire last week when I was getting dunks. And I was like, hey, I'm going to ask Katie to marry me. And he was like,
not queer.
And he goes, nah, dude, fuck you. And I was
You're
like,
a nerd.
Yeah, Kevin rules. So it was man, it was fun. It was very cool to do that. It felt very grown up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited.
Did you bang hard that night?
Banged so hard. No.
Yeah.
We did Demolition Man sex.
What's that?
Where we put on those headsets.
Oh, yeah. You guys just touched hands and experienced each other?
Yeah, dude. We had Demolition Man sex.
Did you guys get to experience one another?
When we're done, maybe we can use those shells. Do you remember the video where it's like lips?
Yeah,
It's
like, Dan, did you have Katie that evening?
I did. Did you take her?
Did you take her?
Dude, we've been doing a joke kiss thing where we kiss each other, like just saying goodbye or whatever, but then we do the what?
I love you.
When I heard
congratulations, dude.
Thanks.
So fucking awesome. We already knew.
When I heard the news, I wrote an open letter that I would like to read to the both of you now.
Oh, absolutely.
To him and Katie.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna get this. I gotta get this audio.
Play something heartfelt.
This is very sweet,
Not
Jacob.
too crazy.
Okay.
Keep it classy.
He's like,
yeah, I like that. A little lower. Dear Catherine and Daniel, congratulations to one of my favorite couples. And my very first celebrity power couple. Wow. Tom and Nicole, George and Amal, Ellen and Portia can't hold a candle to the two of you. I truly love seeing how the two of you complement each other so well, and with the world as dreary and as divided as it is, seeing the two of you makes me think of the line spoken by the great Willy Wonka, who once said, "And so shines a good deed in a weary world."
I feel like this is almost like funeral level.
Catherine, as you are well aware, you are marrying a man of great compassion, humor, Nordic good looks and height, but also someone I know to have a great moral compass. From day one, this man treated all of us on the Bonfire, strangers though we were in the beginning, as equals. And I have no doubt that he treats you the same, but with even more love sprinkled on top. So I take great joy in saying to you, well done, young lady, and you go, girl. To Daniel, I say this of Catherine. This is no show pony. Congratulations on finding a woman with a wit that puts most comics to shame and has a beautiful soul to boot. Since you and Catherine met, I have seen you become happier and more content than I have ever seen you before. At long last, you have found your Miss Elizabeth.
I love the good line, dude.
Before you met each other, perhaps your lives seemed to be ones befitting the LMU, a world of murder and intrigue. But that is in your past. I'm happy to say to the both of you now, welcome to the HMU, where single hunk pastry chefs meet workaholic businesswomen in picturesque winter snow scenes and realize that they were meant to be together forever. And so were the two of you. Except you're better than those TV hymns and bims. You're two wonderful people who found each other in this crazy world, and I look forward to the real future you make together. I wish the two of you great love, happiness, and success. Jacob.
Thank you very much, Jacob. That's very lovely. You went a cappella at the end like Eminem. May I please have that letter? Thanks, buddy. I love you, dude.
Thank you.
I never read a letter, but I thought of a fun thing to call you guys would be Kate, you'll note her.
Love it.
That's like your Bennifer thing?
Dude, Kate, you'll note her?
Yeah.
That sounds fucking badass, dude.
Kate, you'll note her.
Thank you, Jacob. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know there's a miscommunication. I was like, yeah, don't go posting it or whatever, but I love you guys.
Yeah, it was hilarious. We didn't talk about it all yesterday, and Dan came today and he was like, I was bummed. I thought we would have talked about, no one brought up the engagement yesterday. And I was like, I thought you said in the text like you didn't want to tell people. He's like, oh, no, I meant just like right then. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, then we do look like dicks. So everyone was just like, yeah, I guess man's engaged or whatever.
No, man. It was.
Damn, you have a fiance. You have to say that now, you dildo.
Yeah, I call her future wife.
Fiance. My fiance?
My fiance.
Oy.
I've been saying it. I go, excuse me, are you a fiance?
I can't believe Dan has to wear a wedding ring. It's going to look so funny.
I'm going to ding it against the mic.
Dave Smith rocks his, yeah.
I told her, I was like, I'm going to get one of those cobalt black ones.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I want one of the ones that look like fucking sea scrolls. I don't know.
Get tattoos, bro.
Yeah, I told her, I go, we should
Tattoo fingers.
I told Katie I was going to get her an engagement ring that hurt her when she took it off, like
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. That love is pain.
You see, they went as Pam and Tommy for Halloween.
Fuck off!
And he did
that's such an easy costume for you guys. Dress up as something funny.
And
be creative.
He did coke off her tit.
Wait, who
which was
did
definitely
that?
fake coke.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly and
probably
Megan
real
Fox.
coke. I'd say it's real coke.
No, they wouldn't put that on social media. That'd be fucking insane.
Yeah,
it's definitely a bit, but like people are like all up in arms about like even if it's in such bad taste. Like, who gives a fuck?
Shut up. I think it's corny that they win as Pam and Tommy. You guys are already sexy.
Yeah,
be something unsexy.
You are Pam and Tommy.
Yeah, you guys are just that now.
I guess he played him.
Yeah, he also played.
Oh,
Tommy
I didn't even think of that's so fucking corny.
Oh yeah, it's
that's
super,
so corny. That's like it really is. You're just like it. I bet they.
I
bet they said it being like, "We're gonna blow your mind." Like they were like, "Guess what? Me and Megan are dressing up as."
What are the
Pam
odds?
And Tommy.
What are the odds they went to a party where Tommy Lee was there with Josh Adameyer's ex-girlfriend?
And then she called him from the bathroom, and Josh went, "Man, this is DEFCON 4. This is crazy."
Oh, okay, let me walk you through it, Furlough. Go out there. First thing you're going to do, suggest karaoke.
Say,
now.
then you can go, everybody clap. Everybody clap. Come on. Now, this guy right here sucks.
Yeah.
He goes, Machine Gun Kelly played you in a movie. Now it's me and you for Halloween.
Weird.
Everybody say he played Tommy Lee.
Yeah, it'd be funnier if, like, they showed up at the party dressed as like ladybugs, like Rodney Dangerfield and fucking, the guy Jack Hay. Like, if they showed up with something where you're like, I told you yesterday, I saw the person dressed up like Ace Ventura, and I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's like shows a little creativity.
Yeah, put on fat suits.
Yeah,
be offensive, really offensive.
Heidi Klum's dumbass dresses up as a worm. And did you see that?
Worm? No.
I mean, Black Luke, can you bring that up? Not even. A gross worm.
A gross worm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I mean. She Heidi Klum goes all the way in.
I know. Wasn't that the first thing that I think when Pete Davidson was trying to show me like he's not that into like the Hollywood scene, he was like, yeah, I got invited to like Heidi Klum's big Christmas party. And I was like, what? No way.
No, I can't go there. And she was like, I was wondering if you would come and bring your big penis. Bring your big wieners. Yeah.
Yeesh. Man, what a waste of hot.
Heidi Klum's Halloween.
You know what? She's probably worried because she's so big on social media. She's probably worried that she would have possibly put on an offensive costume.
Yeah.
There's like lists. We looked at a list on Skanks yesterday of like offensive costumes nobody should wear ever again. And it's like there's so like some of them are weird. You know the one that really spun my head? It was like it said an unhoused person.
What?
And it just shows like a kid dressed like a thing. I go, dude, people who are like borderline homeless still put the costume of bum.
They go, put a little coffee grounds on my face.
Exactly.
Make
exactly what it is.
It
It's a little kid dressed like a homeless person. I go, this is offensive. It's not offensive.
Well, what if I told you that this homeless child has bipolar disorder? And you're like, so he's actually probably just practicing for what he's going to end up doing.
Oh, then here's a Kit Kat.
But you want to dress him up like a soldier? He was a soldier with PTSD. Last Halloween, he was a soldier. And then he got PTSD, and now he lives on the streets. It is weird that they like...
Oh, dude, when I left the show yesterday and I went home, this is pretty funny. I think I might say this on Skanks, but there was these kids got in the elevator with me dressed for Halloween.
Yeah.
And one of them was dressed like... It was like Charlie Chaplin and Michael Jackson. These two like 12-year-old white kids. And they got off the elevator on the third floor, and then I went upstairs, and then I got my shit together to go to Skanks, and I did a dab before I left. And I got back in the elevator. When I was going down the elevator, those same kids got back in the elevator, and I was like, everything in me to go, Jay, don't say to this kid, your parents are hilarious because you don't get the irony of what you're wearing, and then explaining to these kids that he's wearing the outfit of a man who probably wanted to fuck the person he is right now.
Yeah,
and I was like, funny. And as the elevator's just going down, I'm just like, don't become the weird guy in the building, dude.
Yeah, you know it's crazy.
I go, someone's going to ask, like, some guy in the elevator just said I'm dressed like a pedophile.
Both of us were pedophiles because Chaplin was a pedophile. So you could be like, you guys are both pedophiles.
I'm like, your parents rule, dude.
Yeah. And they go, I think a pedophile was talking to us. Goes, no, I was saying you guys are dressed up like a pedophile.
No, I don't want to fuck you. The guy you're dressed like wanted to fuck you.
What, is that Vishnu the Destroyer?
This is Heidi Klum's controversial Hindu goddess costume. This is what she got in trouble for.
Why is it controversial?
Because it's appropriation.
Of Blue Man Group?
No, of Hindu.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's not Hindu. She can't dress like the Hindu god?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was going to go as Jesus this year.
Oh, Jesus.
But he's Jewish.
But,
Yeah, actually, isn't it fucked up if people who aren't Jewish pretend to be dressed up like Jesus? I go, actually, that's our guy.
That's kind of appropriating. You're a goy. So
yeah, Jesus Christberg before they changed it at Ellis Island.
That's why I always dress up as Peter or Paul.
Jesus Christenstein.
Christowitz. Are you Jesus? Are you Joshua Jesus Christowitz?
Yeah, the H is for Heim. Jesus Heim Christenberg.
Oi, and you know what he said when the nail went in? Oy vey. Dad, I'm telling you.
No, my money counting hand.
Dad, forgive them, for they're all Meshuggah. What are some of these calls? I can't read it. My laser eyes are fading.
Okay, we got him. Jim, ZZ Top. First one who could have died was Frank Beard, the drummer.
Who did die?
No. Dusty died. So actually the
Wrong again?
That was a rough one. But the order, Jim, you're there?
I'm here. Yes.
The order to be correct is, of course, Billy Gibbons dies. That's the end of it altogether.
Done.
Dusty was the second most important. Frank Beard being the one they could tour without Frank Beard.
Oh, they carried on
Yeah,
right
pretty
without
much. I mean,
without
you gotta have,
Dusty.
like,
Weird though.
One of the guys with the beard.
Say again?
You got to at least have one of the guys with the beard, you know?
I think in order of importance, it doesn't mean they're going to die in that order. One of the beard guys happened to die first, and they did move on without him. But listen, so did TLC without Left Eye, which I thought was a weird move.
What if you're Billy Gibbons and you're like on tour with ZZ Top, and one day you come out shaved and you go, it was itchy, it was hot, and they're like, we needed it.
Yeah.
We needed it. He goes,
if you want to do a residency in Vegas in this Vegas heat, I cannot have this fucking face cunt. So would you agree, Jim, that Billy Gibbons most important, Dusty second, Frank Beard third? They lost the second most important guy. Yeah, they lost the second most important guy. Sublime. Thank you, Jim, for the call. Eric says Sublime. I don't know the band of Sublime enough to know. The Beastie Boys.
Well, Sublime. It did happen. Bradley Noel died, and then the band kept trying to go on as like Dub City All Stars. I think they called themselves Sublime.
With Rome. Sublime with Rome.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so they've tried to go, but it really didn't work. You lose Bradley and you're fucking donezo.
It's done. But listen, I mean, Journey is such a lightning in a bottle. They did it, man. They moved on.
They did it twice, didn't they? Didn't Journey like move on and then go get that kid from the Philippines later?
The Philippines was the kid that like invigorated their thing to go. Oh yes, they did have other singers before for sure, but like it wasn't working out.
It didn't go Steve Perry, kid from the Philippines.
No. But when they got Kid from the Philippines, that was the jam.
That's like, that is like
Steve Perry was the original singer.
Well, yeah, Steve Perry was the second wife.
Yep.
Was he?
That's why the Filipino teenager was like fifth on the list. He was like fifth wife.
But he's the biggest.
I went to Cambodia and I met Cheryl, and that's why we're married.
But he's the biggest they've been.
But they,
like since Steve Perry, he's gotten the biggest they've been.
Jay, these are proving your whole theory wrong. Like all these replacements are actually doing well.
No, but they found a replacement that did very, very well. By the way, TLC could still sell tickets and stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the order of importance.
Yeah.
And can be somebody in a group that ends it sometimes. I thought Steve Perry would have been that guy for Journey. It did not work out that way. But in order for them to become popular touring again, even though they don't make new music,
make it bigger.
Jacob, even though they don't make new music, they've gotten popular again because he's singing them with the same exact voice.
Yeah.
He's doing a perfect cover.
Perfect.
So you're going to see Journey and just close your eyes and believe you're seeing Steve Perry.
That's what Alice in Chains did with Lane Staley.
Absolutely same move. The guy has his voice.
Yeah, it just sounds like it's Lane Staley.
It's pretty insane.
Trying to see what other calls.
Falcone calls. Falcone says TLC is still touring. Yeah, no. I put on Stephanie. You have Steph.
Hey, Falcone.
Hey, TLC is still touring.
Daniel.
Thank you, Katie's lifelong friend.
Oh, and by the way, the reason you guys know my husband as +1 is because I also felt douchey saying the term fiance.
Oh, nice. Oh, well,
don't make Dan feel like a douche because he's somebody's fiance now.
Fiance.
No,
fiance Dan?
I'm saying he feels uncomfortable saying it. So did I. That's why I...
Well, I also come from the world of billions, so we say finance.
Yeah.
This is my financier.
Yeah, he said, Dan says marriage like Fonz said sorry. You want to get
TLC still touring.
TLC is still touring for sure. I know without Left. I'm just, again, all these bands still tour in some capacity for the most part.
So two things. So first of all, Kevin from the Backstreet Boys, the one that you said right off the rip could have left, did leave for 6 years, and they went on fine without him.
No one even noticed.
Didn't
even know that.
This is the first we've heard of it.
Yeah, he was gone from like 2006 to 2012, and then he came back.
That's so funny when he goes, guys, I'm back. And they're like, we didn't even know.
What's funny, New Kids on the Block, there's one guy who, if Danny Wood gone, no one thinks about it for 2 seconds. Poor Danny Wood.
Who was the little one? Joey.
Joey McIntyre, big part of that group. In fact, he helps out Donnie Wahlberg when he starts falling apart. Unfortunately for the rest of that group, Wahlberg name has made him probably the biggest celebrity in the group.
Yeah, Wahlberg.
So actually, in a weird way, Donnie Wahlberg's talentless voice is maybe the first guy who couldn't be gone on New Kids on the Block. Then the Knight brothers.
Yeah.
No, then Jordan Knight, then little Joey McIntyre.
Yeah.
And then the other two, Jonathan and Danny Wood.
Bye.
Fucking toast, dude.
Don't let the door hit you.
Easy choice if you could only save 3.
Arigato.
And you said LFO has 1 member left, which I actually thought they had no member. I thought all of them died.
Do you know about that? That's a
So
dark.
the two that had all the solos died. So it's just the one guy. He tours as LFO. He tours with O-Town, who is minus their main heartthrob hunk guy, Ashley. So
Is he dead?
LFO is no, he just left to do his own thing.
He wanted to go hot out in the wild.
Oh, they all have to go to mega amounts of a therapy to erase the memories of Lou Pearlman fisting their assholes.
Yeah, there's a therapist in Orlando that has a 6-story house because of all the stories he's heard about. Like, there's an Allen, for comics, but for boy band guys.
Boy bands.
And he goes, "Did he fuck you?" Well, of course.
But you open the door. That therapist opens his door and sees a guy with beautiful curly hair and 2 earrings in his thing, and he goes, "Lou Pearlman got you?" He goes, "Yes."
In a pool shaped like a music note.
That's great. Stern. Speaking of Howard Stern, has that guy, Kevin Cronin. I want to say his name was. Is that his name, Stephanie?
Rich
Cronin. And he would go on Howard Stern, and he tells the whole story. But he's just a dude from Boston, which is so fun. Oh, it's funny. That just hit me. You're from Massachusetts, Stephanie, so that's why you're in all these bands. They're hometown heroes. But yeah, he would tell these stories
First of all, LFO's the only one I've brought up that is from here. You're the one that brought up New Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I love Boston boy bands. Sorry.
I find a closet with all the Tiger Beat pictures cut out, and you're all about Massachusetts boy bands specifically. Whatever. That's my vintage, dude.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I like
You
that.
bring up New Edition too. You're all about it.
Yeah,
you do.
Boston boy bands are my jam.
If you're a group of boys dancing and singing from Boston, you got Jay.
I'm trying to think of boy bands. Who do I say is the best? There has to be someone who's the best. New Edition's got a few that I love, but most of I don't really love like Cool It Now and like their
Candy Girl.
Like, their bubbly like kid songs. If It Isn't Love is around the first time I was like, yeah, these guys rock. But that's not my favorite of them. It might be.
Now walk carefully.
Yeah, this is a sticky
because
one.
I was young when New Kids were around. So New Kids on the Block, you're like, they were the biggest boy band when I was young. But then Backstreet Boys,
Hanging Tough Rules. You Got the Right Stuff.
Right Stuff.
Step by Step. Ooh Baby.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre's solo. Please don't
Go girl.
Dude, it might be the boy. It might
MKOTB might be the one.
Might be New Kids on the Block.
But the reality is actually no. It's probably NSYNC.
But here's the thing about NSYNC. It's all Justin, dude.
Well,
it's the Cavs with LeBron.
It really is all him. But the songs with them. Also, when they would also have a rap appearance that a lot of these other bands didn't get to have.
This is something when I was talking about this with Katie. We were talking about boy bands or whatever, and she was like, "Growing up, I lacked confidence, so I always liked the second guy because I felt like I could."
Oh yeah, the most attainable.
And so she would be like,
"Oh, dude, me too."
She like JC Shaw. She was like, "Fuck Justin, I like JC Chaussee."
Buddy, I would talk myself into having a crush on Mindy Cohn, Natalie from Facts of Life, because I was like, well, of those girls, I could probably get her.
And I get that.
And then I could hang out and maybe I'll catch fucking Blair in the shower.
See, I wasn't about Blair. I was who was the brunette? Joe. I was like, dude, I'll probably take Joe. She could call me a pussy. I'll punch her in the arm.
Yeah, no one thought Blair. I mean, you wanted to get in there to see Blair, but you're like, I may have to suck on Natalie's fat, gross tit.
Yeah, there's a good chance that if your friend thought they could get JT, their best days are behind them now.
I would have rather fucked Cloris Leachman when she was on that show than Natalie. Do you remember Natalie from Facts of Life? Fun fact was Blowfish, the janitors, played his wife on 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, she played
his annoying Jewish wife.
Yep. Shout out 6th and Jump. It'll be Bex.
Yeah, but the LFO guy with that Boston voice, he's just telling that it's so funny. He's like, yeah, and that guy's coming over. He's like, yeah, I just want to watch you, just want to look at your cock a little bit. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, this is weird. And I'll just be like, nah.
What the fuck?
I'd be like, nah. And then he gave me a car, and then I drove the car, and a year later they were like, you owe all this money for the car because I wouldn't let him look at my wiener or whatever.
Yeah, fucking. Which, by the way, you're that age. They're gonna give you a new car. Let him look at your wiener.
Oh, buddy, he was saying I would have let him look at my wiener for a car. But no one was asking to look at my wiener for a car. No one was asking to look at my wiener at all, for that matter.
Dude, I remember like thinking about that. You know, like when you're like a younger guy and you think like if a guy did that, I'd be like, fuck that. Like put in a position like that. Like, show me your penis and I'll give you a car. And you're like, I'd be like this. Fuck you, you fucking weirdo. And you think about it.
It's just to show it.
But dude, my boss fucked with me at Pudge Brothers Pizza in Aurora when I was delivering. I was smoking a joint for first night of training when I like rode around with my friend and saw how to deliver pizzas. I think I've told you this. We were smoking, and this guy Josh, redhead, he was like super into metal, and he was my boss, and he goes, Dan, how do you feel about white supremacy? And I went, what? And he went, how do you feel? And I went, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up, right? And he goes,
It's God's plan. What if you just gave like a crazy answer?
He goes, I'm completely fucking with you. I just wanted to see how you would react. And I go, I think that's something a man says when he's actually into white supremacy. And he was like, no, but I just remember locking up and being like, what? No, you know what it was? He goes, how do you feel about the Aryan Brotherhood? And I went, what? I don't know. And he was like, I'm fucking with you. But it was one of those things where
they're the people who were ushering the final solution.
He goes, I don't know. I'm a soldier. I'm an Anglo-Saxon warrior. Let me join your tribe and fight for you.
Is Rich Cronin the one who's still alive, Stephanie?
No, Rich is the one that died. The one that's still alive I think his name is Brad. Brad, some weird last name I can't pronounce, but I think his name's Brad. And he has 2 extra microphone stands with sneakers hanging off of them on stage with him in remembrance of his brothers.
Oh, man.
Oh, please bring that video up, Black Lou, if you can find it. Oh, man, that's a bummer.
Is it true that Rich Cronin died because Chinese food made him sick?
Could be.
He goes, your friend has colitis. It's diverticulitis, and we believe it's caused from Chinese food.
A lot of bones in that fish.
It's tiny holes in the intestines, and he's suffering. Brock Lesnar survived it, but your friend will not.
Chinese food made him sick. He had a peanut allergy. A lot of peanut sauces.
A lot of peanut-based sauces.
Because turns out he's had a peanut allergy. They kept getting a bunch of peanut sauces. He loved that peanut sauce.
This was an early food allergy song, and we didn't even know it.
The summer. Chinese food makes me go, I don't know, I want to go meet girls, guys, but I am just blasting watery shit on my ass.
I'm driving a Jetta because a guy looked at my wiener. I got a new CRV.
Ooh, driving a Pontiac Grand Prix. This old man made me watch him masturbate.
I watched a guy who looks like a professional poker player jack off. Oh, he sang about Paul Revere. Damn, dude, he really does.
Dude, O-Town.
Is it just him by himself? I mean, can he carry the load?
Was O-Town, was that a Making the Band?
Yeah.
It was, right?
Oh, he's got backup people.
Do you think P. Diddy fingered these guys? Oh, this wasn't P. Diddy's thing, was it?
No, P. Diddy was the band.
The band. But this was when MTV was like, we're making a boy band.
Damn, dude. When you
Send your prettiest boys over. It's so weird to be in a world where you think that's that. It goes, hey, guys, sorry, I got to leave high school. I got to go dance and air hump. What is that? I'm going to go dance air hump and sing really high pitchy songs.
But you know what it is that is like them getting called up to the majors where they go, oh, you thought I was cute for Mrs. Smith's social studies class? I'm hot enough that Arista Records is willing to put $200,000 and let me get brutally molested in Orlando, Florida.
You know, Joey McIntyre, when he sings that Please Don't Go Girl song, his voice, it's like a little girl.
Yeah, bring your new kid on the block. We do got to take a break.
Please don't go girl.
Dude, you know what they're doing? They're harvesting adrenochrome.
Oh, totally.
When hot little boys sing like girls, their adrenaline levels go up.
Adrenals go up, and that's the time when you cut their heads off
and that's
suck their neck blood.
This is a preview of Thursday's show, and then the cabal of globalists drink their adrenochrome. We've said it twice because we watched a documentary. By the way, for Thursday's show, you should watch on Peacock. There is a documentary series called Shadowland that we watched and made fun of. Yes, Big J.
Look at.
I can't see it.
Look at number 2. This is
So true.
great.
I can't see it.
I want you to see it and then see if we should take it. You see what it says?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
let's take
we
that.
Should absolutely take that.
We have Chris. Chris online too. Chris,
Yo.
what's going on, buddy?
Chris,
You're on
what's
the show.
up?
Well, listen, I hate it when people don't use. You said you hate when people don't use the terms for Starbucks.
Sure.
Grande doesn't mean large.
Oh, it does? Yeah, what?
Grande, that's how fucked up it is. Grande doesn't mean large.
Man,
Dente means large, but that's Italian.
Oh my God, we got to talk to him real quick. We're doing a real quick like year kind of in review. I know it's like almost the end of the year. What do you think is your favorite moment of the show so far of 2022?
Well, your podcasts are pretty out of this world, man. You guys are just filthy funny.
Thanks.
Who's I gotta say.
Who's your favorite on the crew?
Well, Camino and Rich, you guys both sound similar. I mean, you guys are almost like brothers. Are you guys related?
Yeah, we're second cousins, which a lot of people don't know. Our parents are cousins.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all. It's in DNA, man.
Oh man, I'm telling you, brother, it's wild that we ended up here.
Do you know the phrase that pays?
Thanks, guys.
Man. That's 2 tickets coming to you for Iron Maiden at Barclays Center.
We got it.
That was wacky.
So
I still
that
don't
guy,
know if he knew who it was.
he called the wrong show. And Black Lou, I heard him on the phone go, yeah, I don't think you're calling the right show.
And then he's like, no, I am.
What did he say, Black Lou?
He wanted to say that a grande isn't, he goes, grande isn't a large at Starbucks. How crazy
whatever.
is that?
It's like Covino's got it wrong. I'm like, okay, hold on.
Oh, man, you should have told us it was Rich and Covino.
Oh, you should have told us that he thought it was Covino and Rich. I would have played that. I was very confused. I knew he thought he called the wrong show, but then I started thinking maybe he did call the right show.
When he said he loved the podcast, I was like, oh, closer, warmer. We do put this out as a podcast. Who's your favorite on the crew? And he went, oh, man, Covino's. And you're like, got him. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We're bringing up. You have New Kids on the Block. Do you have that Joey solo?
Oh man, it's so
back when boys could sing like
what
girls.
A twinkler. This is probably the first time I said the F word in my life. When the girl I yeah.
Don't worry about nothing because it won't make a thing.
Mark Wahlberg goes, you were really scary in there.
Well, this is when he started.
Hey, Donnie, I'm not gonna lie, that got me pretty scared.
Well, Hangin' Tough, I think, is the album where they're like, "Yo, we all have to get like a thing."
Yeah,
like we're all throw punches on stage. Yes, for sure.
No,
for sure.
If you're in a boy band, you can't be tough.
No, dude, they're gonna tell like, every boy band's got a song.
Girl, take my heart. I'll fucking fight you. Dude.
Every boy band's got a song about them being badasses for sure.
I'll fight you when we're out in the street.
Backstreet's Back, all right.
That's not tough though. That's just them being cool.
Man, I forgot how bad this sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, when this came out,
you were a teenager.
Cement was set.
Well, you're not letting
hated this.
You're not letting yourself get put into a trance with a funky song.
Yeah, you got to get funked in, and then
Jacob, don't worry about nothing because it won't make a thing. Just get on the floor and do the New Kid swing.
That's why I love you so much, Covino.
Yeah, that's why I love you too. Yeah. This was their like
every part of this is shitty.
This was on first off, shout out Nick Carter rocking the sick Warren Sapp Bucks jersey. And this was massive. This is when TRL was at its height. I remember this is when the summer I started really J&O, dude. Really I could beat to most things on MTV that summer. Not this. This would come on after I came, and I'd be like, this is gay.
Me too.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I tell you, dare I say, the black guy in Color Me Bad's the least important one. They never gave him an anything solo.
Color Me Bad's right before my time.
There's no such thing. They leap generations.
Is that the one with the Kenny G looking guy?
Yes. Kenny G is
I do remember Color Me Bad. We got to take a break. We got 4 minutes to get these.
Here's the thing, Lou. Color Me Bad, the Kenny G guy, major part of the production, though.
All right, let's get back with it. We can keep this going. This is our radio show. We can do whatever we want.
I can do whatever I want. Sovereign nation.
Sovereign nation. I'm a sovereign citizen.
I don't acknowledge your FCC rules and advertising schedule.
Bring it out, Big Jim. I don't acknowledge time.
Bring it up because I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm a time cop. I call time cop.
Not my satellite radio.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. It's Bonfire. And that's coming from Ratface.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.